We're glad you're back. Now, time for more Best of Branson.
Okay, look at where we are right now. I mean, look at this. Is it any wonder people want to move to Branson, Missouri? No, it's not a surprise at all. And this is the woman who can help you find the perfect place to land. This is Jerry Moore. Jerry, you've been in the real estate business for a while. How did you get started?
Well, funny story. I sold a property of mine, started selling houses and realized it was a way of life and never looked back. Sold my company.
And so you thought, you know a beautiful house when you see it. How hard can it be to sell a house like that, especially in an environment like this? What is it like, the market in Branson, Missouri?
You know, our market is really unique in its own self. Probably 60% of our market comes from outside of the area. It's people who come to the Branson area, to the beautiful Ozarks, and they fall in love with it and they want to move here and have a second home or a vacation home. And that's how it all starts.
How far away have clients called you and said, Jerry, help me find the perfect place?
Well, I have actually had people from Alaska. I've had people from Russia and Italy, so all over the world actually.
So Jerry, not only do you know this area, you know it very well because you grew up here.
I did. My grandparents were from this area before Table Rock Lake Dam ever went in, and my husband and I were high school sweethearts. We raised our children here, and now they are raising their children here, and we just raise all our animals on the farm.
And enjoy the grandkids.
We do.
What are people looking for in a beautiful Branson home? Is it a little bit of everything, or do you have a lot of people who say, you know, the lakes are so magnificent here, I really want to be by the water? What are you hearing from them?
You know, we have it all here. I mean, it's such a diversified market for the investor, for the person who wants a second home, a vacation home, a rental property. So we have the gamut. I mean, they could buy a condo and have a weekend getaway. There's so many things for people to do here when it comes to real estate.
Well, and I was going to say, you know, not only a home, but you can help people find a condo if that's what they're looking for. Absolutely. So you're no stranger to that at all.
Absolutely. We can go from a one-bedroom, one-bath up to a mansion that could be worth tens of millions of dollars.
Okay, I want to talk about the importance of finding a good realtor that you get along with well, that you trust, that really knows her stuff, and of course she is one of these. But a lot of times, you know, you see the signs in the yard for sale by owner, and that may make you want to go knock on the door and say, well, show me what you've got. But that may or may not be the best idea. Why is that?
Well, there's lots of things that come into play whenever you're purchasing a home. And part of that is there are things behind the scenes that if you've never purchased a home on your own, there are things about closing costs and title costs that people might not understand. There's hidden defects sometimes in homes where a home inspection would come into play. So hiring a realtor is very important. And depending on if you're a buyer or a seller, I highly recommend for a buyer to interview multiple agents. The reason being, I recommend that they hire a buyer's agent that has an accreditation, accredited buyer's representative, so that they know that that realtor has the credentials to help them correctly. And same with the seller, there's a certified residential specialist. So having that person that has been through and done the education past getting their realtor's license is important to help them save the most money when they're buying that property.
Yeah, so don't assume you can figure this out on your own, because people like you have been trained for this. You could represent either?
Absolutely. Okay. So I have a team actually, and I represent mostly the sellers on our team. So I work one-on-one with the sellers to help them make the most amount of money possible when they sell their home and sell it in the least amount of time. Right. And then I have a team of buyer agents that will go out with buyers and show the properties. And that way they get more one-on-one service. We can hold their hand if they're a first-time home buyer. If it's an investor and they just need someone, you know, to find the properties for them, we can go out and do that too.
And I know you have some gorgeous properties that we've seen. And I'm sure you're eager to take anyone out to see any of these up close and personal if they would like to see them. How do people find you? What's the best way to find you, Jerry? You
know, there's several ways that people can find us. We are on Facebook, social media, any place you want to look. The jerrymoore.com is our website. And then we also have a mobile app where if someone is out and they are looking for property, anytime, any place, anywhere, if they're outside of a property, no matter who has it listed, it will pull up the information and they can click on the button on the app and it will dial me directly.
Oh, that's helpful. For
Yes.
sure. And that way they know that you are very familiar with all of these things. And so that's sort of the portal to get to Jerry, because Jerry's the one you need to talk to, because she can find you a place just like this. What's not to love? Thank you, Jerry.
Thank you.
The Best of Branson will continue right after this.